the same time, I just spent a couple of hours with Rubel yesterday, but at the same time, also one that it's got so many reasons to celebrate. So that we can send off Rubel with all our best wishes, through dance, to music, to poetry, but at the same time also making sure that we do such a great job that he has no choice but to come back to see us. So thank you, enjoy yourself today, and keep sending your love and best wishes to Rubel and also to all in the migrant worker community, and certainly to everyone that calls Singapore home. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Adele. Your support really means a lot, and I know you're a good friend.
So that's Zelani, Yani, and Atika. Come join me. Round of applause to the organizing team, whom you see on stage, but also plenty of others who are around the hall. And since this is a very special edition of the Migrant Cultural Show, as we said earlier, we just wanted to take a little bit of time towards the end of the show, just to recap the wonderful journey that the show has been on. Rubel's personal journey, which many of you already know about, but also the journey of the show itself, since it was founded till today. Just to get everyone to maybe very quickly introduce themselves. So we all know Rubel by now, but maybe the other three can introduce yourselves quickly.
Hi everyone, I'm Artika, but my name, the real name is Yulia Ton Suraji. Everyone knows as Artika because teams since beginning call me Artika as my pen name. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jelani. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm working here since 2011 as a migrant worker.
Hello everyone, my name is Yani. Just the short name. Just easy to remember. So I'm from Indonesia. I have been working here for 10 years. Thank you.
And yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, brother. You all, maybe some of you have seen the CNA article that wrote about me and my story. I think there is something hidden that I want all my friends to know. And everybody here, I consider all of you are my friend. So before I heading back to Bangladesh, to my home country, I want all my friends to be well informed why I have to keep secret of my condition for 2 years without telling anyone why and what I have been through these 2 years. Maybe I will give you a short brief about from the beginning why I have to decide to come to Singapore. In 2009, when I was just finished my college, without being able to pursue my degree in university, I have decided to come to Singapore because my family was in very much financially struggling and difficult time. So I decided to come to Singapore. I think that was for a 19 years old boy making this decision, go overseas and take over the whole responsibility of the family. It's very tough, and I think I did the right decision by doing that. Besides, all the publicity in Bangladesh, all those agents and the training centers that provide the training for migrant workers to come to Singapore. They show us a very beautiful side of Singapore, which is like a dream country, beautiful country, which is true to some extent. But when I come, the agent was promised me electrician job. When I come here and I join as a construction worker in a main contractor. So basically I'm doing the carrying and cleaning very hard back-breaking works. I remember for first few months, because I was 19, so it's a small kid. I just finished my study. I didn't do any work in Bangladesh. I have to buy mop, the mop ointment from the Mustafa, and apply on my back, my shoulders, before I can sleep. So when I just arrived, I was put in a 20-foot container in the Loyang area. It's right now it's Flora Drive. If you go there, there's a Ferrari Park condo just opposite. A 20-foot container. It was put 5 beds and 10 of us inside the room, and all 10 of us, we come from the same training center, come to here to work in the same flight, and we also in the same room. It was nice that all my roommates are well known before I come here. But what is difficult part is that when one person move, another person cannot walk in the room. But since then, the dorm condition has changed a lot, and it's much better now. Why I'm sharing, because I want all my journey, everyone to know. That's all. Don't have any other information. Okay. I think some news already covered it, and I also shared it in my TED Talk in 2020 about the interaction with locals. For the first 7 years, I didn't have any source of connection with any local communities, and there are basically very low possibility for any migrant workers to really interact socially with local communities. That is why the Migrant Cultural Show is one of the things come to my mind, that I think we should initiate something which can bring us together. This is one of the Migrant Cultural Show is one of the instruments to break these barriers and bring us together. We cannot live in a country as a stranger for decades. This is my short journey before I was diagnosed. 2022 April, I was feeling very sick, and I sick for treatment in HGH. And first few days, they didn't find anything. End of April, they found some hole in my colon. They did some stitching and let me go. And after 9 or 10 days, around May 9th or May 10th, I was having the very strong pain again. And from there, I again go back to HGH for see the doctor what happened. And that time I got the next day I got the colonoscopy appointment. They found out that there is a tumor in my colon. So following day, 11th of May, they did the colonoscopy. 12th of May did some MRI and other tests. And 13th of May 2022, doctor come and tell me that their suspicion is true, that it was this my tumor was cancerous, and 14th of May, my surgeon will come to see me and talk about the surgery things. So when 13th of May, the one lady doctor come and told me that their suspicion is true, that it was the tumor was cancerous. My shock was very immediate, and I don't know what to think. I cannot even think. I was like hanged there. My first question to the doctor was, my wife is pregnant right now. Will I be able to go back and see my son or my family? Because I didn't know anyone in my family or anyone I know who had gone through the cancer. The word itself very devastating. Just having cancer is very devastating for me that time. On the 14th of May, when doctor came, until 13th of May, my situation is well informed to my company, my ex-company. But when 13th of May, doctor told me, okay, I just draw the line. I know I cannot share with the company anymore. The moment I will share to the company that I have cancer, next day they will buy the flight for me. I contacted one of my friend in charity. On the 14th, when I meet the doctor, I bring her with me. So we hear. When I talk to the doctor, I feel like come back to life again. From the 13th to 14th, I was like dead this one day. 14th, when I talked to the surgeon, he said, it is still in early stage and it is very treatable, don't worry. We planned early operation, and really it was from the 14th to 17th, it's just 3 days. So you go home, 17th you come back, you do the operation, outpatient surgery. I was like, oh. Then when I go back to the dorm and I'm preparing for the surgery, I informed Theo, Anthea, Vincent, my friend. They created the group chat to discuss about my condition. I remember one thing I shared with Theo. On the day of when I diagnosed, when doctor told me that I have cancer, Theo came, we go to HGH downstairs, there's a sitting place, we sit down. I share with him that 2 years ago, that time I am 13 years in Singapore. I said, from nothing, I built my family. It took me 13 years to give everything for my family. For my treatment, I cannot bring them back to the poor again. If needed, I will go suicidal. I said it, ask him. I said, I will suicide. If I have to go back home, I will not do the treatment and I will suicide. Then following day on 14th, luckily the charity friend and the doctor give me good news. When doctor said it is very treatable, we can do it immediately, and the charity friend say, okay, go ahead, we will pay for it. And I know I cannot inform my company because I will tell you why later when I go along the story date by date. 17, I come back, I had the surgery. After the surgery, they sent the biopsy to the lab and found this is stage 3 colon cancer. So I have to go through some lighter dose of chemotherapy is to prevent it from coming back in future. I thought, okay, operation is done, then I do chemo, I suffer a little bit, never mind, I never said it to anyone. I was in the light chemo, when I was in my second cycle of chemo, doctor planned for 4 cycle of lighter chemo for it to come back in future. When I was in my second cycle of my chemotherapy, I hear the news, my father got lung cancer now. Okay. So, this is a very devastating news. One thing is for me, and then later on my father. In the 2 months later, I hear about my father. I said, okay, whatever, I can overcome this. According to what doctors say, I spent every dollars I have for my father's treatment. And my treatment was taken care of by the charity friend. And after I finished my chemo, I went home because it was a very trauma that I have gone through. So I thought I should go home and relieve it, rest for a while, then I come back in the same company. And before I go home, my company give me the news. Well, when I was, I missed out something. When I was in the hospital, after my surgery, Anthea went to see me in the hospital, and I was sharing her about my dream about going to the RMIT degree program. And she said, you can do it. Go ahead, I will support. When I was in the hospital, from the phone I write the email to the RMIT. It was rejected. And Anthea helped me, wrote another request letter. They accepted. When I just went home, I was on chemo that time. I remember I do the full day work, then I go to my class from 7 to 10. Come back home like 11. I have no energy to do even shower. I just put my bag away. So this was the tough part. I have so much strength that I can do it because I'm mentally strong, and I thought, okay, I can overcome just few months. Then after few months I finished my semester. I went home on December semester gap. January I have to start the class again. Before I go home, my company told me, because I asked them, I take permission when I admitted for my degree program. Luckily, Anthea found some generous friend who sponsored my degree program. And since my companies agreed for me to do the class, they give me a letter, ask me to sign that we will not cut your permit, you can come back, find the job. At the same time, you can continue study. We will not give you salary, we will not give you the accommodation fees. I have no choice. I agree, I sign it. Because I want to go home, because I am traumatized. And I have to come back because I need to continue my study and find the job. I come back, I don't have money. Charity that provides for my treatment, they cannot provide for everything. They don't own me, I don't own them. Somehow they give me some money for food, but no accommodation fees. And that time I was so devastated with the impact I'm receiving one after another. I didn't even know who to ask, and I didn't even think of asking anyone. I think I can overcome this. Maybe next week, following week, I will get the job, I will go to the new company. Then it will be over. It took me 2 months, and I don't have any accommodation. I used to live in one of the hostel. When my company deducted, I think 7,000 from my salary. When they started deducting salary, bonus, everything they cut. In the last month when I'm going home, I didn't have any money. They take every cent, keep. They say if we need to pay hospital, where we will get it. I agree with everything, because I don't have any other options to choose. So I shared in the CNA one of my company, another project, which is I supposed to go to that project next after I finish my current project, which is at the Bugis. So luckily this project, the main gate is not locked every night. So I go into the site, go to the basement, the storeroom, after 11 p.m. while nobody is there. I go in storeroom, put the plywood there, I sleep. Before 6 a.m. I leave the site, so nobody see me. And go to Mustafa, find some free food provided by some charity organization. And I survived for almost 2 months. Then I still have the message. My manager messaged me. The day they find out from somebody saw me going out in the morning, or they saw my bag in the basement storeroom. He messaged me without asking, without thinking. I must be in very difficult condition. Otherwise, nobody would do that. Without asking what is the situation I'm going through, he tell me, remove your things from XYZ project by today. I reply, okay boss. What else I can reply him? Then after my manager message, then the HR messaged me, because manager maybe informed the HR. They just say, previously they agreed to let me find the company as long a time I need. Now they give me 1 week time. They say, by Friday, find the company or we will terminate. Some of my friend here, recording video, Shojib, he posted in his Facebook, somebody urgently needs job, safety coordinator job, and some good man replied. He said, ask him to call me. I called him. When I called him, that time I was meeting with the church people, some 2 ladies. They are actually thinking of giving me some money to actually find the accommodation temporarily and find the foods. When I was in the meeting, I received a call. Say, can you come to our office right now? Boss is in the Makan. After Makan, reach there at 1. That time is 12 p.m. Then I said, okay. I cut short the meeting. I immediately take taxi and go. Luckily, I have done the nice interview and secure the job with a big pay cut, which is 1,000 less than my previous job. But for me that time, I was thinking only just find a company, just I can stay here to continue my rest of my treatment and also my study, while still also providing for my family. After this, I joined to the new company. I never shared my previous condition. I thought I am already overcome. I already recovered. Now I just need to go through some follow-up checkups and follow-up treatment. That should be the end, I was thinking. After following month, I have the follow-up checkup because it was said to be every 6 months. Following month, I have the CT scan. Then I see the doctor. They said something is suspicious in my liver. They asked for a MRI. If I see that my photo, I can tell you the dates, but it's not important. In this stage, I will never lie any single words. So when doctor done the MRI, okay, now we know that my cancer has spread to liver and is stage 4 now. So doctor is still hopeful. Doctor had a meeting with their committee. They want to do a sandwich like surgery chemo for my liver, because it is just only one tumor and it's very small in size. So my charity friend has no other choice, because they cannot halfway run from my treatment. In the beginning, they was thought it's a one time only. If they knew it longer time, they wouldn't supported me. They told me that. Okay, so in the midway they cannot run away, so they have to allow me to do this treatment. So we go ahead. I'm doing every chemo is 21 days cycle. So 4 cycle is around 3 months. 3 months, then the surgery, then again 3 months. So I started the chemo without telling my company how hard it is. My hair falling off, I shave. My hand turned to black, my face turned to black. They wouldn't know why it is. I said, I have liver problem. I'm taking strong medicine. That's why it's turned to black. Which is half true. I have to lie because what else I can do? Still, I never complained to anyone. I don't want to complain. I am a fighter, I want to fight until I can. Now it's just a sharing session, it's no complaint. Don't take it as a complaint, please. I have gone through chemo. Why I can manage? Some people, I saw the CNA Facebook comment, they mentioned, how come chemo I can work? My work is very light, it's safety coordinator. I just need to conduct the toolbox meeting, sign the permit. After that whole day, just sit down or monitor the people working. It's not construction, it's a company doing a solar project. So it's very, very light. Almost whole day I have nothing to do. So what I used to do, my company also installed the solar on this HDB. Okay, I can lay down on the side of the level 1 lift lobby or whatever while I not feeling well, and then I go home. Sometimes it's difficult to walk. My feet turn to black. I cannot step. I remember below my safety shoes, I cut a foam, put inside my safety shoes so it will be more soft, so I can step in a little bit comfortable. Every word I'm saying is not a lie. Every word. I have done everything, all of this. If you want to see the photo, I have every photo album. Then when come to the surgery, this time I cannot hide from the company. But what I have to tell, I sit with Theo and some other friends how to convince company. Then I talked to my current company that I have some liver problem. Doctor try with the medicine, cannot solve it. Need a little bit, it's a small surgery. Although 25% of my liver has been removed in that operation. Initially it was planned for 40% of my liver to remove, but because of the chemo it shrinks, so 25% of my liver has been removed. So I tell it so lightly to my company that they agreed. And they agreed because they don't have to pay. I told them, oh, some of my friend is paying. I show them the guarantee letter, send them. Someone sent the guarantee letter, then I give to them. Okay. And it's good that after the surgery, I went home. They allow me to went home, take 1 month leave. I rest at home without telling my family. I have the bruises. I wear the small singlet inside. Even I remove my shirts, singlet is always there. So I shared with one of my sister in Bangladesh and my brother in Singapore, Akif. He knows from the beginning everything. When I come back after 1 week, I started for the remaining chemo session. It's supposed to be 4. On the day of ending my chemo, I was got COVID and I was hospitalized in HGH for 3 days. The bill was $2,143. I have the bill. Company received this. My current company received this letter from SGH because it's COVID-related hospitalization, so charity is not paying. Charity is agreed to take care of my cancer treatment, not the COVID treatment. So company received it. The response from company is not what I expected. They actually deducted from my salary. They asked me to sign a loan paper. I loaned from, as if I loaned from the company. So I signed it. What else I can do? Otherwise, they said, you sign it or you will not renew your permit. Very easy. I have no other option just to sign this paper. I signed it. I said, $2,000, $2,100 I can earn back in next month, but I need to stay here because this job is so light, which allow me to continue my treatment and study at the same time. And also now suddenly where I will get the job. So I agree. Never mind 2,000. I have gone through even more problem than this. This is a very small problem compared to my other problems. I agreed. I think they finished deducting last month. This is how migrant workers is being treated by the companies, and I receive good support from Min Eng is here, from the M1A's team. He used to come to my side for visiting, and is it Min Eng is here? I saw him here somewhere. Yeah, thank you, bro, for always being here. I think the A's team bring nurse even to my dorm to see me and give me some advice and writing what to do. So thankful to you. I don't want to complain blind eyesly. What it is, I will tell what it is. What I received support, I will say. Where I didn't receive support, I will say also. This is my terrible journey that anyone, I wish no one should go through. But yet, is it that? It's not. I'm not the first migrant workers who've gone through cancer treatment in Singapore. Yes. I never write my name on the sand. I write my name in every of my friends' heart, which will never wash away. I will remain in Singapore, all of your hearts, and the history of Singapore, history of migrant workers' lives in Singapore. I have done what I can with my small ability to actually emphasize, encourage people to come with. This is my achievement. I achieve people's love and care for me. Since the day Anthea Vincent Theo started my fundraising page for me, people showed so much solidarity and support. It's overpouring within 4 or 5 days. That's much I've been loved. As I said in my CNA article, I have been loved by the city and these people. The same way I love this city and these people. Even though how many times the companies, greenness turn me down, it will never change me, who I am. I will bring the image of bridging the communities as long as I'm here. Even I'm not here, my words, the platform will be here. I don't want to complain. I just don't want any other migrant workers go through the same as me. as you support me with the fundraising. Very uncomfortable things for me. I'm a person. I'm a provider. I help, not ask for help. Like I did not ask last 2 years, whatever I have gone through. But this is very uncomfortable situation I am in, that I have to ask right now for help. I have companies actually, it's very difficult for the company also to afford so much cost, because of my payment for the hospital will be like a medical tourist, like from the rich people come from our country, like minister, president come here for treatment. I have to pay the same thing, even though I'm a low wage migrant worker. So company cannot sometimes afford it, or they worry that even whatever they afford it, or whatever insurance coverage, they sometimes still deny to pay it because the premium will go high. I just put the problem in front of you. You maybe can figure out what you can think of, come out with something, solution. Okay, I shared why I did not inform my company, the current company, because I didn't think they would react differently from my previous company. Maybe they would also ask me to go over there. I will have difficult to find, again another difficulty to find the job and then continue my treatment and the study. I want to thank every Singaporeans who share the value. I read one of the comment I just received 20 minutes ago in the Instagram. Take care, Rubel. I just got to know about you by a mothership just 20 minutes ago. Please know that you are so much more than a workers to me, to us Singaporeans. You've done so much for us. It is you and your heart that put you in such a special place for everyone. Take care. I want every Singaporean to feel and think the same way. Sacrifice your thought of being superior to migrant workers. Accept this idea of accepting migrant workers into the fabric of Singapore. Accept us and overcome any negative stereotypes if there is any. I think thanks will be not enough, but I still thank you so much everyone for your overpouring support and solidarity that you showed me. I received the message after message. Since the CNA article comes out, I took paid leave just to answer the call and messages. I see every minute. Last night until 1 AM people message me. That much love and support you showed me. I want it to grow. We can accept this idea of treating everyone equally as a human being. Not because Rubel organized this cultural show, Rubel is special. No, there are other migrant workers. Being one of my friend who went home recently with a cancer, she did not able to treat. She didn't able to get enough support as I do. I have to share, but everybody deserves to receive the same support as I do. Did I miss anything?
Thank you so much for that
If I
sharing.
miss, I will share later.